Today we're at Graham Hills with Max, and I'm going to be riding my Ibis Ripmo, which we just put the 6-pawl hub upgrade, which is like 70 bucks to increase the engagement from 36 to 72. So pretty excited to check how that feels. And I put a shorter stem and just a better shaped bar, just like race face affect bar that I had laying around, and the Atlas stem in 40 millimeter. And I actually had to raise the stack just a little bit. So the Ibis bars didn't really feel too good to me. I'm gonna check it out. And yeah, beautiful fall day. Getting pretty leafy out here. So this upgrade I recently found out about through the Hardtail Party's secondary channel called Big Brain Party. And Steve quickly complimented Ibis on providing the customer with an affordable upgrade to their own wheel set that they are stocking on their bikes. It was exactly what I was looking for, and I was more than willing to drop $70 for such a piece that would double my Freehub engagement. Hitting motorcycle. Opened up the fork a lot. Gotta be more dynamic. Remember how capable this bike is. Holy rocking the trail. In addition to that, I took this opportunity to swap out the stock bar and stem for something I'm more used to before heading up to Graham Hills for a rowdy ride in the dry leaves. I also had hopes of tuning my suspension a bit more on this bike. Max and I had recently rode at Sunken Meadow State Park, and we tried to send some of the jumps as far as we could. I finally noticed in this clip how much my fork is literally bouncing me back up off the ground, and thus making me feel pretty afraid of taking big hits. I'm effectively losing traction immediately after I land, and it took this ride to figure out that the preload was just way too high on this fork. Max is gone. Beautiful fall. Don't fall off. Hub feels pretty good. Slammed my foot on that rock. God damn. This is gnarly. Fork is feeling better. I'm not. Pretty off camber. A lot of random debris. The Ripmo AF has struggled to feel balanced to me given the air rear shock and coil front fork. I'm beginning to realize that it was my own ignorance. I was afraid of the plushness of the coil and therefore started to keep adding preload to keep it higher in its travel. But really that was making it feel scarier and scarier. You will see my confidence on the jump lines at Graham Hills was super low, and I was feeling incredibly awkward in the air because of how the fork was reacting and my minimal jumping experience this year. This edge really plays with your head. Oh, some chunk. Oh, monster truck. Oh God. Holy. Whoa. Okay, we're at the top of Red, the most infamous descent of all Graham hilliness, but I decreased the preload on this fork a lot, and now it feels a bit less death, so maybe I'm a little bit less noob, suspension noob now. But my last ride, I was friggin' bouncing so much. I think the preload was insanely high for my weight, so let's see how it feels, and hopefully this isn't totally off camber and blown out. Was it last time you rode?
No, but it is fall. Just be careful where the leaves are. It should be wet. If it's not wet, we're good. But the leaf patches.
Look up, look up. As we drop into the red trail, I expect some pretty decent compressions from a couple rock drops and rolls. With the stock Freehub body, I felt like my feet were actually getting jerked around under compressions. But usually a higher engagement hub increases pedal kickback if a frame has it. I actually feel like a low engagement hub can create a pedal kickback feeling when your weight distribution over the pedals isn't very even and you find yourself in the dead stroke of the Freehub.
Yeah, it's a little blown. Oh God. Oh God. Hell yeah. Oh, that was nasty.
I noticed this when doing jumps on this bike, even small ones. I would jump and my feet would be floating in this dead stroke, and when I landed, I felt my left leg drop down pretty significantly. Now that I had the new Freehub, I felt like I was staying more engaged even during landings. This meant more control while doing small drops and more confidence when the bike compressed at the bottom of a rock roll.
Damn, it was destroyed. Little chipper.
Swapping out the barn stem definitely helped my confidence to hop on this tree log skinny. The stock bar was a 31.8mm diameter, which was nice for some added flex, but the sweep was quite odd feeling. It was almost like a flat bar paired with a 50mm stem, and it just didn't feel natural, despite me having a 50mm stem on my hardtail. So far, I was enjoying the quicker engagement of the hub and the more comfortable bar and stem. Red Trail is one of the most popular trails at Graham Hills, but I kind of wanted to check out Orange Trail since I couldn't even recall the last time I rode it. Max usually doesn't ride it either, so we were excited to see what features it had in store. Turns out it's more little drops into rock gardens. Yippee.
Whoa. Ew. Oh, right onto that rock. Oh, right onto that rock. Oh, eat, Ripmo, eat.
So Orange was actually pretty fun. And I haven't really done that one. I don't even know if I've ever done that one, to be honest. But I definitely felt more comfortable on this bike, on that trail. Red and motorcycle are too off camber. They scare me, especially with the leaves. But that was fun. And we're gonna head down Blue towards the parking lot and bomb down some rockiness. I always kind of forget this trail. I forget this whole mountain. Finally, to end this ride, we took Blue back towards the jump lines. This trail can be very high speed with some little rock kickers, and I was feeling good about the fork. And the 72 points of engagement really helped get on the pedals and sprint up the little grade reversals. I also have to say that the difference between 36 and 72 points is very noticeable. But my hardtail has over 100 points, and I wouldn't be able to tell much of a difference between 72 and over 100. If you're considering a higher end wheel set altogether, I would just stick to upgrading the Freehub body. It is far more economical to get you 90% of the gains you are looking for in terms of ride quality.
New Freehub body definitely feels better to pick up and go. Oh God. Bro.
I think I would sooner look into getting an air fork than a whole new wheel set if I were really trying to dial in this bike, and just beating the crap out of the aluminum wheel set until you're ready for a new one. As we finish out at the jumps, I ran into a subscriber of the channel, Will, who was just starting out his jump session. So I took a lap behind him and dead sailored my way through.
Just over there?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nice.
Super cool to see a fan of the channel out at the trails. To end it off, look at Max send the big jump line and me finally get this skinny by the jumps. So with that, hopefully you enjoyed watching, and remember, stay venturing, my friends.
Yes. Let's go. Got it.